What is going on, guys? I wanted to give a quick update before you listen to the commentary in the actual video that you're going to hear. This is from a stream that I did, and I spoke about Antonio Brown and this new situation with this particular ex-female trainer, right? Now, I did see the video of them together, and he's lost an endorsement deal. He's kind of spoken on it, but not too much. Just speaking on the religious aspect of it. Okay. But yes, I have seen that. But we still don't have any more news. But I think that what I spoke about in this particular clip speaks very true to even the newer information that has come out. So make sure y'all check it out and like the video as well. By a woman who claims that the wide receiver assaulted her during 3 separate occasions. This is according to a new lawsuit obtained by TMZ. The woman behind the suit, who identifies herself as Brittany Taylor, says she was hired by Brown as a personal trainer. Taylor claims the first incident happened in June of 2017 during a training session when Brown exposed himself and kissed her without her consent. Taylor then describes a second incident later that month. Brown, while positioned behind her, began jerking himself without her knowledge, and he ejaculated on her back. Now that sounds suspicious to me. I'm sorry. You don't hear this guy grunting behind you. You don't hear forward motion going on. Like, seriously? You don't hear this guy doing something behind you. You're just bent over. Like, man, come on, man. Your alert didn't go off. Come on, man. Seriously? So this guy is just doing whatever behind you, and you just like ignoring it. So you're just ignoring this. Like, come on, man. That don't sound right. That really don't sound right. You know? Let's see. Taylor claims the first incident occurred at Brown's home in Pittsburgh, and the second occurred in Brown's home in Florida. According to the suit filed in federal court in Florida, Taylor claims Brown bragged about the incident to her in a profane and angry text messages I still haven't seen screenshots of. Several months later, she claims Brown reached out to her and expressed that he was sorry and he begged her for forgiveness. Taylor then claims Brown begged her to continue training him, and after initial hesitation, she ultimately agreed. However, the woman claims nearly a year later, on May 20th of 2018, Brown cornered her and forced her onto the bed, pushed her face into the mattress, and basically assaulted her. The woman claims she tried to fight back, but Brown was too strong and physically overpowered her. In the suit, the woman claims she screamed and cried throughout the entire situation, repeatedly saying no and stop. Brown refused to stop, according to the suit, and continued, the woman claimed. In the suit, Taylor describes herself as a 28-year-old world-class gymnast who competed at elite levels of international competition. In her suit, Taylor claims she met Brown while they were both student athletes at Central Michigan, where they participated in a fellowship of Christian athletes. Really? A fellowship of Christian athletes. Again, people, this is all alleged. In the suit, Taylor says she wants compensation for physical injuries, pain and suffering, humiliation, embarrassment, stress and anxiety, loss of self-esteem and self-confidence, and emotional pain and suffering. In fact, Taylor claims she was so traumatized with the alleged incidents, she had near daily panic attacks, frequent thoughts bad thoughts, and insomnia. She also has lost a remarkable amount of weight, 30 pounds in 1 month due to stress. She also wants punitive damages, though she does not specify an amount. Of course she isn't, because she's hoping that he settles. I think she's hoping that he settles. She's hoping that he pays her off. But paying people off is an admission of guilt. It's an admission of guilt. And from what I've seen from his agent, Drew Rosenhaus, he's not going to admit to guilt. He's willing to pursue this as far as he possibly can. And she's not putting a figure out there because she wants Antonio Brown to come to the table. She wants Antonio Brown to pay her off. Y'all got to understand, she's not filing charges. She just wants to be paid off. Does that sound like somebody who's traumatized? I would think if you're traumatized, you will seek to have that person put behind bars. Not seeking to get money. If he settles this suit, it's an admission that he did something. And that's going to follow him for the rest of his career. Because Drew Rosenhaus, his agent, has come out and said, listen, he's denying this. He is innocent. And he is going to pursue this to the fullest extent of the law. You know? Taylor has issued a statement through her attorney saying that as a victim of Antonio Brown, deciding to speak out has been an incredibly difficult decision. Yeah, you know, the fact that he got $30 million and he turned the $30 million down because he did not want to be a part of the Raiders. And I mean, he turned that money down. I mean, he made sure he got off of that team before the start of the season. And he went to a new team and got $9 million in guarantees, $15 million contract. And next season, if they extend his option, he could get $20 million next year. You know, I have found strength in my faith, my family, and from the accounts of others who have dealt with situations similar to this. Speaking out removes the shame that I have felt for the past year and place it on the person responsible for it. I will cooperate with the NFL and other agencies. However, at this time, I respectfully request that the media respect my privacy. but you don't have any privacy anymore. Okay. I mean, everybody knows what you look like, who you are, the situation, but let's hear from Antonio's side. All right. It says Antonio Brown's attorney, Darren Heitner, has issued a statement adamantly denying the allegations and claiming she only filed the suit to punish him for refusing to invest in a $1.6 million business project in 2017. Brown admits that there was a consensual personal relationship between the two, acknowledging that she came to his house on multiple occasions, including a late night visit just 10 days after the alleged incident. Any type of interaction that Mr. Brown or Antonio Brown had with her was consensual. Brown also claims in the winter of 2018 she hit Brown up to ask for tickets to a Steelers football game and has continued to post pics with AB on her social media to benefit from the association with him. Brown says he will pursue all legal remedies to not only clear his name, but to also protect other professional athletes who deal with these situations. Particular equation. Again, there's his side, there's her side, and there's the truth. Honestly, by looking at the incidents, you're going to need proof that he did those things. I'm sorry. We need to see the shirt, like in the Bill Clinton, Monica Lewinsky. Where's the dress? We got to see. We got to see proof, man. We got to see proof. You know, Antonio's not a dumb guy. I just don't think he would do this. I don't think he would do this. I don't think Antonio Brown needs to be, you know, taking it. You know, And the fact that she was still hitting him up even as recently as December of last year, that could definitely hurt this situation. But what I think could be happening, and that's just my opinion, I think that she might have gotten upset because he's getting money from the Raiders and he's turning, not turning that money down, but that he leaves that situation, he goes to the Patriots, he gets money. And I think her and her representatives just thought that this would be the right time to go public with whatever allegations they're going public with. But I think they're going to have a fight on their hands. Antonio Brown is not the type of guy who's just going to, bend the knee. So they're going to be in for a lot of mudslinging. It wouldn't surprise me at all if Antonio Brown got pictures of her in his phone, videos. Because again, I don't think Antonio is a dumb guy. I just don't. And also, some people may not want to hear this, but this is the truth. And throughout all the case studies, and I'm going to do more videos on the case studies into a lot of the mindset of women. I think women go through trauma in other situations, and what ends up happening is instead of them confronting those situations, they tend to put those situations off onto other people. I'm not saying this could be the case situation in this case, but just what she described Antonio Brown doing, especially the third incident, I don't know if he did that, man. I just don't. I have a hard time believing that. You're going through all this stress, but then you hit the guy up in December of last year for tickets, and he probably has those messages to prove it. He also mentioned in another article that she was $30,000 in debt, and he wouldn't help her with her business venture that would help get her out of debt. Proof, you got that, that evidence that he, made it rain on you. I don't know if I can really say he did it or he didn't do it. Have to look at the really going to have to look into the situation deeper than to take somebody's word for it. Can't just take everybody's word for everything. You know what I'm saying? And in this situation, unless you can provide those messages where he's admitting to doing something, I can't just take your word for it. Like I just can't, But I know we're going to see moving forward where things go. But his team is ready for a fight.